Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Okay, I will call this meeting of the Pine Ridge at Fort Myers Village 1 Condominium Association Board of Directors to order. It is 6:30 p.m. on November 18th, 2020. We are at the clubhouse, 4801 Lakeside Club Boulevard. Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Isabel, will you please call the roll?
Ken Jerome. John Fricker.
Here.
Bill Schifano.
Here.
Mike Leyland.
Absent.
Bill England.
Here.
Scott Harris.
Here.
Isabel Costanzo. Here.
Eric, will the meeting properly noticed?
Yes, it was.
Now we will have the open forum.
We don't have anybody for the open forum. That's a quick one.
Okay.
Excuse me, John, if I could make a comment in the open forum? The company that's doing the pressure cleaning,
Yeah.
what a job. They're doing excellent, and whoever chose them, I think it was a good choice.
Okay, now we will open the forum. Do I have a motion to waive the reading of the previous month's minutes?
I'll make a motion to waive the reading of the minutes.
Second. Okay, discussion, are all those favors say aye? That's right. Okay.
Aye.
Eric, will you please give your manager's report?
Yes. Tonight I want to give you a quick update on some things going on in the community, and then I'm going to review the information that you'll be receiving in the mail for the annual meeting. This month was a little bit tough this past month because we saw a few of our residents test positive for COVID-19. Everybody is recovering or has recovered already, but we tried to take some precautions to prevent it from spreading or getting any worse here at Pine Ridge. We bought an electrostatic fogger that we use here in the clubhouse, especially before and after any type of event. We installed that air scrubber there that we had on. It was making all that noise before with the HEPA filter that will help filter the air. But residents must remember, as things do begin to open up like this meeting here, that COVID-19 is an inherent risk no matter where you go, including here at the clubhouse. And the association cannot guarantee a germ-free environment, so you've got to use your head and do smart and do what you think is right. Our roofing project is complete with the exception of a couple of loose ends that we're finishing up. Frank's Roofing did a good job for us again this year, and I hope everybody who got re-roofed is happy with the job they got. We finished the fence, or we repaired the damaged fence along Sailview Court that was damaged from landscaping on the other side. We did have some tree trimming done to remove any damaged limbs or damaged trees that are around. We had 2 big branches come down in the last 2 months, and we're lucky nobody got hurt if they would have been standing underneath. So we wanted to try to prevent that from happening, so we went around and inspected all the trees and took quite a few limbs off, and a couple of trees had to come down. This month, about 2 weeks ago, we installed a new, very, very high quality surveillance system up at the front entrance. This was actually paid for with money we recovered from the lightning incident that we had at the gate not too long ago. And we were able to recover enough to get a much better system than we did, so it was very good. The gate was down for part of the past month due to electrical problems and then communication issues with the telephone line, CenturyLink. I think we have it mostly resolved, so I don't think we'll have any more issues as we head into Thanksgiving.
Excuse me, Eric, was that?
We can't talk during the meeting, sorry.
All right.
All right. We've done quite a bit of work related to the lake, and I think Bill is going to give some detail about that when he gives his lake committee report. Our power washing started this week, and sounds like they're doing a good job, so that's very good. Looking ahead, as we look to close out the year, we'll have our yearly mulching that we do in the community, and we'll also plant our annual flowers that we do. Now I want to go over the package you're going to get in the mail, because you have to follow the instructions exactly in order for your vote to count, so it's very important. And this is all statutory requirements, so we have to follow it. So the first thing that you're going to get in your package is, can't do that, right? Is a letter explaining what's in the package. So hopefully most of the people read that because it's important. We have notices for the meeting. The meeting's going to be on Wednesday, December 18th. It's the annual members meeting. These are the meeting notices. You'll also get a proxy letter in there, which this proxy has 2 items for you to vote on. One of them is to roll over any excess funds to offset the next year's dues, and the other is to waive the financial audit or have the financial audit. So there's that. The main thing that I want to go over is the election of office of board members. We have 7 candidates running for 4 open positions. All right. The candidates are Isabel Costanzo, Scott Harris, Mike Lallen, Kay McEldowney, John Mowell, Jeffrey Smith, and Robert Tolles. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. here at the clubhouse, we're going to have a Meet the Candidates night. If you have any questions for the candidates, you can either submit it to us during the day tomorrow, or you can come to the meeting and ask a question. If you don't come to the meeting, and obviously some people aren't going to be able to attend, we're going to record it and put it on YouTube the following morning. So everyone in the community will be able to see that as they would like to. So you can, on your ballot, the instructions are printed here at the bottom, but I'm going to go over it with you now. The candidates are listed in alphabetical order by last name, and you have to vote for no more than 4 candidates. If you vote for more than 4 candidates, we can't count your vote. And you want to put an X next to their name. You don't want to circle it or do any of that stuff. Behind the ballot is going to be an information sheet from each of the candidates telling you their background. We have 3 incumbents running and 4 new people that want to be on the board. So the tricky part comes here with the envelopes, all right? So you're going to have 3 envelopes in your package. They're labeled envelope 1, envelope 2, and then your last one is your proxy return envelope that has a stamp on it, postage, okay? You take your ballot, which is where you vote for your board members, and you want to put that in envelope 1 and seal it. Then you take envelope 1 with only your ballot in it, and you put it into envelope number 2. You seal that, and that's where you sign and certify on the front your ballot, and we make sure nobody votes twice or anything like that. You never know. Then you take the 2 envelopes sealed, and you put it inside your proxy return envelope with your proxy separate, outside of the sealed envelopes, you know, with your vote. It's very important that everybody does it like that. We try to check, make sure that we think everybody did it correctly as they turn them in, but it really helps you read the instructions and do it properly, because every year we do have to have a couple invalid votes, and we don't like to do that because we like everyone that voted to have their vote count. So at the end of the meeting, if anybody has any questions about this stuff, we can take some questions and go from there. We're also going to have an election committee. These are the folks that help us count the votes. We're going to need about a dozen people. I think we have 3 or 4 already. But if you're interested in being a part of the election committee, let us know, and we'll do that. The only people that can't be on the election committee are candidates running for the board or their spouses. So anybody else that is interested, though, we'll be happy to have your help. Thank you, John.
Okay, do we have any committee reports?
Landscape,
None.
landscape.
Landscaping.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Yes, I would just like to tell everyone that the landscape committee has been working out on the butterfly garden. Take a look and see it's cleaned out. Did you like that? Thank you. Yeah. And we'll continue to carry on with it. Thank you.
I have the lake and amenities report. Work on the lake continues. This week our lake management company came and removed the cattails at the southeast corner of the lake. That's the one down on the farthest corner down. In their place, they planted bulrush back. There's probably 8, 10, 15 bulrush in that area. In the southwest corner, which is up here next to the dock, they came in there and they thinned all that out. They cut some of the bulrush out, and the alligator plants thinned those out and took a lot of the weeds out of there. Hopefully this makes this look better, and it'll give the fish a little bit better cover in there. With our luck, our order of fish will be delivered next week. They've had a sickness there at the fish hatchery and haven't been able to get any fish out for the past month, so that's the reason we haven't had those out. But they reassured me that they would be here this coming week, but we'll see how that goes. Eric, Isabel, myself, and our landscapers met Monday to discuss the new landscape design ideas out at the fountain area. Suggestions were made, and the landscapers are to send Eric a proposal on what we came up with. And last but not least, due to the concerns of the fountain color, which has been an ongoing process, since we've decided to change it to a different color for now. Eric's going to get a color, it's a bronze looking color, it's an earthy tone color, and we're going to put a sample on the fountain out there and look at it and see what it looks like. And if you have any suggestions or comments or whatever, let Eric, Isabel, or myself know about that. And hopefully this will meet with all the residents' approval after we get that done. And any suggestions on the lakes or amenities you may have, please just give me a call at 239-940-5064. And thanks.
Okay, now to the old business. Update on COVID-19. In the last 4 weeks, we have had 4 residents report that they had tested positive for COVID-19. They have been treated for any number of symptoms that they had, and that they are now recovering or fully recovered from the virus. We take this very seriously because we do not want this spread in the community. We ask everyone to continue to take the virus seriously, maintain your social distance, and always wear your mask when you are indoors or cannot socially distance. Would any of the other board members like to comment on this? Okay. New business. Approve and affirm the 2021 operating and reserve budgets. These budgets have been mailed to the membership. Do I have a motion to approve or disapprove those budgets?
I make a motion that we pass the proposed 2021 operating and reserve, not reverse. Reserve budgets. Get it right in a minute.
Okay, do I have any second?
I second the motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye. For the past several years, the board has voted to postpone its election of officers from December to the January board meeting, when it is more likely that all board members will be present to vote in person. Do I have a motion that we do this again?
I make a motion, we repeat the process.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Now we'll have an open forum where residents can speak about topics discussed during the meeting.
Do we have anyone? Jeffrey, did you want to?
No, I think I'm good. I'll go with it.
Anybody have any questions?
I have a question.
What was being power washed?
The concrete, sidewalks, driveways, etc. Pull it back.
Not the hallways?
The hallways don't get power washed, no.
Never,
No, we don't power wash those floors. They get cleaned a different way.
because when it's raining and dirty, I mean, you see, they get dirty.
Well, they get cleaned a different way. They don't get power washed.
Okay.
And where are they, Eric, with doing the resurfacing of them? Has that been completed? I don't know, because it was just in the condo area.
The hallways, yeah, it's been completed.
Okay, all right.
Okay, question, getting back to the COVID-19, when do you think that the clubhouse will be back into activities again? Do you have any idea or a general,
The social club, do you guys want to say anything about that? Right now.
Well, we're trying again at the beginning of December. The first week, the coffee clutches will meet, and then on the 7th of December will be the first bingo. We're having a social club meeting on December 2nd, if everything is okay.
With any luck, we'll have a vaccine sooner than later and we can get back to normal.
You know, kind of taking it one day at a time right now. That's all we can do.
The meeting was the 7th, you said?
I'm sorry?
7th or the
second.
2nd? Second.
The
Oh,
2nd is the meeting,
okay,
December
sorry.
2nd.
Thank you.
And bingo's the 7th.
Okay.
Eric, so I understand that there's an issue about the color of the fountain, but is there a reason the fountain is not running anymore?
We're still working on it.
Okay.
Still working on it.
I know you mentioned the fence on Sailview. And there was a big issue a year ago on that fence going
Yeah.
from our entrance to Palm Beach.
Yeah.
It's looking horrible. I believe it's a Lee County thing, but is there something, I believe that Pine Ridge had something to do with replacing it, but what about maintaining it? There's already a section that's down.
Well, the section that's down is back up.
Yeah,
section
okay,
that's
I
down.
know, but I mean, it's not been
They're not gonna,
treated.
they're not gonna maintain that other than power washing it every few years. And they're not gonna maintain it other than
Okay.
that.
All right.
We're fortunate that we got.
Oh,
the
no,
new fence in.
and I agree,
Yeah,
but
they're not gonna do anything.
I did notice it's starting to deteriorate,
Yeah.
and I don't know, maybe I'll go spray some pressure cleaner, some preservative on it, but it's a shame, because they did put up a nice fence, they did a nice job with it. It was because of comments here and then one of the county.
Even getting them to do it
Yeah.
was like a fortunate thing, because they took the position it wasn't their fence, it belonged to those people. And that's probably right, but they couldn't find the permitting, and we were able to kind of on a technicality get them to do that.
It's covered, I mean, it's,
Yeah, and we asked them to maintain it, we got them to put that panel
Okay.
back up.
all right.
But, we're not gonna end up getting a whole lot.
I get
You have
it.
to go through the Department of Transportation, and
Yeah,
it's a whole mess.
At least they're mowing it.
I was under the impression the agreement was that if we maintain picking the trash up out there,
That was
which
no,
we do.
that was not an agreement, that was, out of the goodness of our heart, we adopted the road because we wanted to
They
do
aren't
something.
refined.
Yeah, we wanted to do something nice. After they rebuilt the fence, we thought it'd be a nice thing, and as people drive down the road, it says, road adopted by Pine Ridge Condo Association, kind of a nice community thing.
Yeah, if we can just get those peddlers to quit leaving their trash.
Yeah, that's on our road we adopted too.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Going once, going Bob?
Yeah, the entrance there, the shrubbery that grows out closer to the road seems to make it difficult to see the oncoming traffic, and that's a pretty poor half of an intersection, or whatever you want to call it. But take a look at that and see maybe they need to be trimmed back a little bit.
Yeah,
Is that ours?
We could check that out. The stuff that's, you know, when you cross over to
Right,
Pine Ridge,
yeah.
you could see clearly where you cross over.
Right.
That stuff is ours.
Okay.
And we do maintain it at a level, because that's another thing with the DOT, they came in and said you have to maintain it at a certain level. We do maintain it at that, but we can look, maybe they let it grow a little high.
I just have to do with the lake, probably. Are they done working on it? Because there's like over by the pump house, trees are growing up again, so you can't see anything. Are they gonna work on that?
We could look at that.
And we can, look at that and see what has to be done on it. Yeah, we haven't really done anything in that corner. We've done in the other three corners, but we haven't, that'll be something we look
Okay,
at.
thank you.
We usually have to trim that every year to make sure you guys
Yeah,
can.
they grow pretty fast.
Okay, lastly, tonight, do we have any motion to adjourn?
I motion we adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
That's it.
See you tomorrow.